Hello again, Cecil County in the World. Rob Chirnside here for Cecil TV. And boy, do we have a treat for you tonight on the weekly show. It's October 20th. And with us here in the studio from the State Fire Marshal's office, Oliver Alkire.
Nice
Welcome
to meet you,
the
sir.
show.
Thank you very much.
And who's your friend?
This is Canine Blondie. Hi,
Yeah, she heard her name.
Yes.
And she has a particular capacity within the Fire Marshal's office, right?
Yeah, so Canine Blondie is only one of 70 in the entire country who does what she does. And she's what we refer to as an arson canine, but it's actually an ignitable liquid canine, detection canine. So what she's able to do is smell for gas, kerosene, lighter fluid, any trace amounts. Anytime an investigator suspects arson or wants to rule arson out, they would give us a call. And we actually take care of this side of the Bay Bridge all the way out to Deep Creek Lake.
So you and sometimes with Blondie, you investigate fires.
We do, yes.
And of the fires you investigate, are there any that are intentionally set, you think?
We do. So the State Fire Marshal's office, we investigate roughly around 11 to 1,200 fires a year. Roughly, our numbers show that around 15 to 30% of those are intentionally or incendiary, fires. Wow. So it's incumbent on us, the State Fire Marshal's office, to go out there, locate those suspects, and arrest them if need be.
As our viewers probably know, my wife and I had a house fire May 9th, and I think one of your associates was out to the fire, Bill, maybe?
Yeah, Deputy Pinnock, and along with myself, actually, I was there as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We saw so many people. It's been an ongoing adventure, and I hope that we'll tell our viewers more about this, but tonight we want to focus on Fire Prevention Month, and since you're here, maybe you can tell us about some tips on preventing fires.
Yeah, so a lot of folks may or may not realize is that October is Fire Prevention Month, and we really kind of focus on 1 week as a fire prevention week. But this year we're focusing on lithium-ion batteries and the safely charging of those devices. So what I wanted to bring was a couple examples of, and these are just items within my truck. This is, now you got to keep in mind, there's lithium-ion batteries everywhere, from smartwatches all the way up to vehicles. But these are just some of the devices or some of the examples within just in my vehicle. Something from simple as AirPods. This is a lithium-ion battery for a flashlight, a charger for a phone, along with various batteries, for power tools.
That looks like for a drill, maybe.
This is for a drill. This is for a more heavy-duty drill. So we carry these items just within our truck, headlamps for our, helmets and such. So they're everywhere, and that's one of the reasons why the National Fire Protection Association, wanted to lead this campaign, because we're starting to see a real, prevalence of these devices and the fires that they cause across the United States.
Yeah, that's what caused our fire May 9th. A lithium-ion battery to a electric push mower.
Electric push mower, yeah, and that's where we're starting to see these devices. They're just everywhere, and they're still in the design stages. We're realizing that, that they can be possibly, lead to fires. And again, we just want to wrap our hands and arms around those and try to figure out what caused these fires and hopefully put out some safety messages.
For example?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for example, one of the things we want to say is, make sure that you're buying UL listed devices. Don't go out there and just buy a Bobo battery that you can find off Amazon. What we want you is go out there, look at the back of it, make sure that it has a UL listed tag. So you'll see on the back of these, they all have UL listed. Each one of these devices, they've been tested, they've been certified by a third party. And once you're actually charging the devices, once you buy a UL listed, don't leave the device on a charger. So once you have it charged and it's on, once you see the green light or whatever your device says and it says it's fully charged, take that off. What we're finding out is that a lot of times these batteries are caused by thermal runaway, and that's just an overcharging of the battery.
Right.
So what we want you to see, don't leave it on. Once it's charged, take the battery off, unplug it, unplug your device, and just pull it aside.
It'll stay charged until you need it.
100%, absolutely. That's the way they're designed.
So there's no sense leaving it on there for 2 weeks if you're going to use it 2 weeks from now.
Exactly. So,
sense.
Yeah, but we all get lazy, and we understand that. After you putting that on your weed eater, you put it in your basement, you walk away from it, you don't think nothing more about it. And for the vast majority of the time, they are safe. But it's just that one time that can lead to a fire.
That's what happened to us. And tell me if you think this is a good idea. We're going to, we have Thomasville Restoration helping us rebuild our house through Allstate, our insurer, and that's quite the adventure. But I asked them to put the electrician to put a GFI box on the outside of the house, so that I could get one of those little wishing wells, and put my charging station under that, like 50 feet away from the house, and just run a heavy-duty extension cord out there on a timer.
Yeah.
So that I can charge them, set the timer, and just have them cut off.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things where people are really in fear of these things now that they're starting to get more and more publicity. How can I safely charge these devices? And our answer is just if you can, charge them away from your house.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that we want, folks to do. And I apologize for Blondie.
She's such a nice dog.
She is. She's a sweetheart.
She might smell that gas that I spilled on my feet.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
So, people, I see the smoke detector here. Now, people should have smoke detectors, and the common wisdom is change the batteries when you change the clocks for fall and spring.
Yeah, so for decades and for years, we've been putting out that campaign. Change your clocks, change your batteries. However, as for almost 10 years now, most smoke alarms actually have an internal lithium-ion battery. They've been tested, they've been certified, and we've actually had no causes of fires by batteries in these.
Good.
Yeah, so if you actually have a smoke alarm with a battery in it, check the date on that. If it's more than 10 years old, replace it with one of these. Okay. So that's what you need, is to have one on every level of your home. And we actually encourage you to have one in every sleeping room within your home.
Right. Now, that's good advice, and I'm sure when we rebuild, we'll do that. Mm-hmm. Fires are caused by a variety of things. What's the number one cause, Oliver, of residential fires?
So here in the state of Maryland, and along with the rest of the United States, it's actually unattended cooking. People just simply start cooking, they walk away, they have a fire. Or they overfill the pan of grease and whatnot, they walk away, it catches fire. So that's usually where our leading causes of fires are.
And of those fires, quite a few are preventable, right?
100%, yeah. Just in that case, if you have a cooking with grease, or don't walk away, stay near your, the stove. Just don't walk away, become forgetful. But the other things that we also see really heavy, and it's coming up on this season, is ashes, discarded ashes. People will, have a fire throughout the day. They put it in a bucket. They think that the embers are cool. They put it outside their house, maybe a little too close to the rear siding of the house. They go to bed for a night, and sure enough, it ignites the back of their house. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're calling the fire department.
Well, we've covered a lot of topics. Is there anything else for Fire Prevention Month, or you've had the week with lithium-ion batteries? Anything else you would like to bring to our attention? Yeah,
one of the other things, part of the campaign that we really want to stress is we know that these go bad, and what we want to see is people actually dispose of them properly. Just don't throw them in your trash can, because eventually that goes to the dump, and we've actually seen quite a few of these across the country, is these causing fires not only in the dumps or in the landfills, actually in trash trucks. So take them to a local Home Depot or Lowe's where you can dispose of them properly. And the most important thing, again, have a working smoke alarm. Smoke alarms save lives. That's just not a catchphrase. That's what we actually believe. In Maryland, just recently here in May, the State Fire Marshal's office actually created a new campaign, Get Alarm Maryland. What we want to do is contact your local fire department. If you don't have a smoke alarm, contact your local fire department. If they can't get you one, just simply Google Get Alarm Maryland. Our website will come up. You can actually put your information in, and we've been really striving to get somebody out to your house within 2 to 3 days on your doorstep and installing one of these smoke alarms. Either a deputy state fire marshal, one of our inspectors, will come out there and get that installed for you. Have one on every level. Have one in your bedroom, and also just if you do have a fire breakout, get out, stay out, call 911.
Right. That's good advice. I thank you very much for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Safe.
Thank you, sir. Take care.